the Emperor. Some kind of boss figure. I heard boss daddy, but I don't know if that's just the way my brain works. Whoever this is somebody who is in perfect calm and control of whatever situation that they have going on around them. Their life, it's like they're in the position to where there's nothing that can affect or control them. They realize that they are the influence in the room. And they're confident in the direction that they take because they utilize their wisdom and their judgment accordingly. Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. Which is kind of weird because I was looking at this card and he's got that big fat cigar and it makes me feel like he's someone who likes the finer things. But Nine of Pentacles in the reverse is like, you know, there being an insufficiency or a lack whenever it comes to having the things that you want. It's like everything could be fine and enough, but it's like I want more and I don't have more. And so they feel like there's a desired missing piece, something that's lacking. And you know, they don't like that feeling too much. Because I feel like this is somebody who could be used to being able to have and to hold on to and possess the things that they want. But for whatever reason, this missing piece has eluded them. King of Pentacles. This is someone who is, like I said, calm, steady. Not gonna lie, that reminds me of my friend Neater because of the mustache. I don't know if y'all can see it. Anyhow, so the King of Pentacles just representing the fact that, yes, what I said was correct. Ideally, if there was anything that they wanted, they would have no issues or problems being able to get that. And the word steady just keeps coming up. Steady. Steady. And whenever I hear steady, steady, it reminds me of how whenever you're shooting, you make sure that you're steady before you take the shot. You steady yourself, you steady yourself. Then the moment you take the shot, you don't hesitate too long. You release that breath and let it out. Like, you know, squeeze the trigger. And with that King of Pentacles energy, this is somebody who's capable of, what is that? Delaying satisfaction. Delaying satisfaction. And they're capable of having a long-term goal or plan, being patient, making small steps in order to, like, this is someone who, if they were to want something and they didn't have the money for it, they would commit to a plan or commit to a savings in order to ultimately realize their goal. And they would not deviate from the plan. Because as long as you follow the plan and you're steady and consistent, there's no way you're not going to have what you want. But I feel like this is in regards to some kind of material thing as well. Anyway, moving on. And I just noticed in this King of Pentacles card too, there is, well, it looks like a snake. So there could be some instances of having to beware of people or situations who are manipulative and they think that they can use this king's resources or foundation in order to start their new beginnings or grow something for themselves. There's an egg there, which is what makes me think that. This could be somebody who has to, like, be wary of being trapped. Like someone trying to trap them. I don't know. Like, it feels like there's walls up around this King of Pentacles where they feel like they need to protect what they have going on. Because either there have been or they're concerned about or know it's a real possibility that anybody who gets too close to them, or maybe not anybody, I don't know, or maybe they're particular about who gets too close to them, like knowing that their intentions are because of the right reasons, like because there is a connection or a bond or some real collaborative purpose, and they're not just sidling up next to him to basically ride off of his coattails and set themselves up for a good position. I'm sure there's a different way I can say that, but I'm trying, I don't know, I'm just saying it. So we have the Ace of Wands in the reverse. That's like something like backfiring or a slow start, or not even a slow start. It's like a backfire. It's like it started to start and then you backed up off of it, or somebody backed up off of it. And that makes me feel like whatever this king feels like they're missing, that piece that they don't have. It makes me feel like they could get it, but like they're intentionally backing off, or have, because of those thoughts of, you know, wanting to protect what they have and not just being used. Fair enough. So, I don't know. Alright, I got disconnected a while ago while I was talking and pulling cards. But the cards that I pulled out a while ago were Justice in the reverse, the Knight of Swords in the reverse, Judgment in the reverse, and the Eight of Cups. With the Justice being in the reverse with the Knight of Swords, it feels like, my words a while ago was, it feels like it's bullshit that these two people are not in communication or talking. right? Because it's like either they're out of communication, someone's got someone blocked, literally, or, you know, there's energetically blocked off. Or they're just not saying something. And that is an injustice, because open communication between the pair could set things right, but instead we have it feeling like somebody feels like this is a rejection, or like they just need to walk away, or they have walked away. And there is a feeling of so close, so far away, something being just out of reach. And that it doesn't, like, equate or make any sense to the heavens. Why these two people would turn their backs on each other. But it's basically the King of Pentacles having this blockage up for reasons. Whether they want to cop to it or deny it or not. And this other person, this missing piece person, feeling pushed away, or a wall, or a rejection, walking away themselves. Knight of Wands. And they could be walking towards their passions, towards creations, towards forging some kind of path. That they are either passionate about, or using their gifts and abilities. It could be towards family, towards career. A combination. And if that Knight of Wands energy is the Emperor, it's like they may be doing the same things and focusing on a goal and just driving towards it, but they may have some kind of renewed energy or intention and a pursuit towards the missing piece that is walking away. The Hanged Man and Temperance in the reverse. Someone is now looking at things with a new perspective, or they have, in the interim of this disconnection, and thinking that they could have, like, their emotions could have gotten them carried away, or they could have rushed to some kind of judgment that maybe they weren't as steady and balanced as they had perceived themselves to be at the time emotionally when they were making some kind of decisions or drawing some kind of judgment. But either way, it's like they're seeing things in like this time that they have just been chilling. They have been perplexed, and that caused them to take a deeper, more wider angle look at some things. And I feel like they're taking emotional accountability. And they could also be seeing where you could be reacting emotionally as well. So it's a growing of greater understanding. the Fool in the reverse. And that's a sense of, like, to me, if I had known this sooner, we could have been so much further down the journey than where we are right now. Like, if I had had this understanding sooner. And someone kind of feeling like a fool, like they should have seen something in hindsight. This is also like a delayed fresh start or new beginning. Page of Cups. And it's almost like that guy, look at him. It's almost like he's going, wait. And he's balancing an egg on his knee with one finger. So it's like they have this, they already have some kind of intention or thought of sharing some kind of new beginning that they have been protecting and keeping from not just you, but maybe people in general. And it's like, wait, like, I want to share this with you, but it's almost like it's delicate information, hence the delay. Because there are so many people watching, and some of the people watching, that guy has an egg on his head. Egg on your face. But some of the people watching, they also desire the same type of new beginning with this person. I'm just saying, like, with the eggs, it reminds me of babies. Like, there's people wanting to, like, there's a desire for someone to have a child, and then there's a desire for someone to have a child with that person, but that person is not interested, and the person in the background who's watching, it's like they have this thought and intention. And if it's like not a child, it could be a project or a launch or a dream, but their baby, something that they want to create in tandem with someone else. And they're watching it walk away. I don't know. It's like there's something delicate because people are watching. The Empress. I kind of feel like that should be a closing card on the tarot, because we started with the Emperor, and it's like they want to birth something with someone, whether that's literally or figuratively. They're also like protecting this manifestation, this dream, this thing that they're working for long term. Like they have material goals, they have emotional goals, they have a bigger picture goals, and they're wanting to protect their desires also from onlookers. And I don't know what the intention or thought in that is as well, but it's like some people will use the information they know about you to manipulate you, especially if they have some foot in the game, or they're wanting to sidle up next to you and trap you with the baby like the onlooker in the back. I'm just saying. I don't know, but it's like overall like this realization, this King of Pentacles wanting and desiring this missing piece, which is this Empress. But there's no communication for whatever, and everybody is going, she's kind of like just moving on and going forward because she feels like there's a disconnect or a lack of interest or a wall. And now that disconnect is seemingly becoming more and more solidified as that distance grows, there's this feeling of wait, don't go. But I don't know, I'm feeling something right here. It could just be hunger. And it makes me feel like the King of Pentacles is having a fear. Because at the end of the day, I don't know, it's really, 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 really hard for them to let go of the idea that this person could be using them or could potentially use them. Or if it's that they've already realized in hindsight now that they really didn't show them anything themselves that would allude to that for them specifically, personally, and that maybe they've hashed a harsh judgment against them and they don't know how to reconcile being wrong and not taking initiative was something that they themselves wanted and would be seemingly complimentary. Nine of Swords in the reverse. Someone may be done with the, like, I'm not gonna let this stress me out anymore. I'm not gonna wait up and think about it anymore. I need to know something. I need to have some kind of answer. Like, I have to see where this is going. Someone had been stressing about it silently, and I don't know if it's going to be breaking that communication barrier, but they've decided that they don't want to do that anymore. But being how this is an Emperor, I feel like they will be very direct. After a period of not being. Seven of Pentacles. It's like they might start off small or testing the waters and ways, leaving little blues clues trails, or saying things to plant seeds in your mind that will hopefully grow. Queen of Cups in the reverse. And it's like they might hope to stoke some emotion in you, because right now they might feel like you could be, you know, maybe not necessarily icy in general, but not vulnerable and emotionally available to them. And I don't know if they have a feeling that you have a hurt heart. But it's almost kind of like either way you do, and there may be some necessary healing involved with that, and I don't know if they're supportive of that or not. The Hierophant and the Ace of Cups in the reverse. I don't really know what this is. But with the Hierophant, it makes me feel like, because there's two people on the bottom of that picture going on a journey with these staffs. And it's like they've made some kind of spiritual trip or journey. It's like they have a call or an obligation to go somewhere. And it's like these people both could have seen a potential commitment with one or the other, or one of them feels like they already have some kind of commitment, and it could be to God. Where they feel like they need to reject anything that is not of it. Like if it's not free flowing and intentional, they will separate themselves from any like wishy-washy attempts at love in lieu of clinging to something that is always there. Ten of Wands in the reverse. That could be a mutual energy for both people, and that is releasing a burden and feeling the relief from that. Whether one or the other are going through any type of burden, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual. It's like a call to just let it go. It's like, I don't know if this is a mutual energy, but it's like they're not concerned about the things that constrained them in the past, that oppressed them in the past. It's a mutual energy of both people, whether separately or together, taking initiative to move forward in their life towards things that they are passionate about. And it's like they could be on separate paths at this time, but maybe with some knowledge and understanding and continued healing, their paths may converge down the road. King of Wands. I'll make sure of that. I want it, I got it. But there may be a detour or a delay, a significant one. Ow.